Welcome, Britball Nation. Yeah, we're here again for Hyped or Humbled. Me, myself, Victor, and everybody knows Mr. Steve. Mr. Main Man Steve this week is back in the building after some technical difficulties last week. And yeah, we're back at it again, giving you that platform to call in to let us know what you think should be hyped or humbled in the world of Britball and again, American football in general. Thanks again to my guests from last week who give us a little bit of insight into what goes on across the pond. And I was asking them quite a few questions about their experiences with the sport, talking about the professional gamers. They had friends and family that have been in and around the professional game. And yeah, go back and take a look at that for some interesting insight. Yeah, hopefully I'll get them back on again at some point when the NFL season kicks off, because they had some interesting takes on what's going to go on in the league. And when you're hearing from Americans themselves, at least for me, as soon as I hear the accent, I instantly assume everything they're saying is gospel.
I think that's a Britball thing, man. Anyone with an accent is good at the sport and knows everything. Yeah.
Shout out. Oh, good, man.
Not always the case, but yeah, it's a good indicator.
It is. All right, Mr. Steve, man, kick us off, man. All right, what you got for us this week? I know what I'm going for that hype. I saw the game of the season, I think, last weekend.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, yeah. Do we hype that? It's in the past.
It is in the past, but
oh my
I think
god,
as an achievement for obviously the platform to be able to show such a game that was so entertaining, the Duck of Destiny or the Duck of Doom, as the Olympians might see it as well, made a little appearance. Yeah. And yeah, I was watching it live and I was thinking, you know what could have taken the drive up? I wish I did. I wish I had the time to have got down there. But I was at a wedding. I was watching it at a wedding. I was able to shout out loud because it was quite a raucous wedding. So I could shout out loud and kind of react to stuff. And I was like, what's going on? What are you watching me up? And I was just like, mate. And shout out to that receiver that dropped the ball in the end zone for the O's, because for me,
it just had so much drama.
I don't know what happened because it looked like he had gone safe to the ground.
That's what I said.
And then the ball bounced out.
Ball was in the air, and I was like, "That's it."
Like, I didn't even see him because the camera panned. Then you just suddenly see the receiver there, and then he goes down, and then the ball bounces out. And I'm thinking,
hands out.
Did he fall over, or did it go through his hands? What happened?
Just sort of like
he got hands on it.
It was like he just swept it away that side. Like he came in here and he pulled it in, and it like in that motion, it just came out. I think he was trying to get it into his body.
To save. That
ball.
It's crazy.
But like,
again,
and obviously, it's so easy in hindsight saying, "Oh, you could have done that."
But it shouldn't come down to one play like that. That's what I'm saying.
There was no one around him, so he had the time.
It's ridiculous. He didn't know he had the time. It is ridiculous. It shouldn't always. It's like a player having a penalty in football in the last minute, missing it, but you've had the whole game to put the game to bed. Why should it come down to one man's mistake to cost you the thing? And it's just like,
that's the thing though. Like it was a comeback, right? Like
but it was both ways comebacks because Kent went out in front. O's came back. Kent came back, but Kent came back at the time where you need that little bit of hope in the back of your mind to come to the front. Whereas Olympians had that hope in the front, thinking, "Oh, we got this sealed," and that slowly went to the back. Because to be 10 points down and to get the field goal first always leaves that big pressure on you. And you think, as a defense, all right, let's keep them out. They're a field goal team. They're used to getting close and not get. And then they get it done. And I'm thinking, oh my God. And is it true that number 11 was involved in all the scores?
He scored every single point, including the extra points
mental.
And the field goals, everything. He scored.
So you ask yourself, how do we not scheme against this guy if he's so dangerous? Like
28 or 27? 27.
27. It was 27.
He scored all 27 points for that offense. Not for that team. It's not the offense, is it? He did it on special.
That is actually wild.
Unbelievable.
Scheme against this guy.
Unbelievable, mate. It was mate, the game. Like we were saying it at the time, right? Like, this game is just and that's even before the overtime, which was so dramatic itself.
Was it both teams starting from the 25 or the 35 and they have to go in, or how's it work?
Yeah, so they go from the 25 and they've got fresh set of downs. It's not just like 4 attempts. They've got a series. Yeah, they make what they can of it. They can kick a field goal if they want.
Yeah, but the other team can obviously supersede.
The other team, if they score a TD, then that circumvents it, or that defeats it, mate.
Yeah. That's the target. So both teams get a possession.
Our overtime rules.
Yeah.
Like no special teams, get straight in, 25 yards out.
Yeah.
NCAA overtime rules, pissed all over the NFL overtime rules.
Yeah, it was wild, man.
It
Again,
was so good.
mm.
So good. Like, mate, do you know what? I've watched bits of it back because we got like a highlight clip.
Yeah, I've just put the highlight clip on now. I'm gonna watch that.
I'm
later,
listening to myself commentate, and I don't remember any of it, man. I
but
don't remember
so
it.
much happened.
Yeah, I was just like, I was so in the moment. Like, mate, I felt sick. I felt sick watching it. I was shaking. I don't think I mentioned that on the stream.
I feel sick for that coach journey home because it must have been bitterly disappointing.
Just crazy.
2 years in a row.
Yeah. Well, that's the other part. Well,
and they did it to me back in the day in 2009, round the corner from here. So it's like I still have that PTSD now.
Yeah.
Thinking, they've got these legacy wins over the O's.
Like, everything was going the O's way in that second 100%. Half. The Mavs were driving the ball down the field, interception, driving the ball down the field, some sort of turnover, just not. And you're like, oh my god, like now the O's have scored. Now the O's have scored again. Nothing for the Kent Mavericks. Nothing for the Kent Mavericks.
It was destined.
It was just like
it was just
they've turned this game around and then like I remember thinking and saying on the last show, like, the Mavs look good for a touchdown, they just haven't had it. Do you know what I mean? And then they get that one, and then they get the 2-pointer, man, and that time, mate,
it was wild, isn't it?
It was crazy. It was like
crazy.
After, like, when we went offline, there was me and Tom who stood up this like massive
the structure, the scaffold,
really nice angle, right?
Yeah.
And Tom like high-fived me and hugged me, saying, mate, that was so much, like, we were buzzing off of it.
Were you on the camera? Were you camera as well?
No, I was controlling the camera, but I wasn't in front of the camera. But we were co-commentating, and Tom did most of it. You know,
no, it's good. I heard. I was listening to the commentary.
Mate, it was
so you were panning the camera around, You were in control of it.
Yeah, it was me panning it and zooming and stuff. But it was, mate, it was so exciting. Like,
it's a buzz, man.
Yeah, but like I didn't care who won. I just wanted in a competitive
game. Yeah.
Like,
and you even predicted it. You predicted what it was going to be.
Good for numbers and all that. Like, if I was looking at it from a success perspective for Sport Tank. But
when you see a scoreline like that, you want to see the highlights. You want to see that the scoring
went. It was
so
good. It was so that's definitely something I suppose worth hyping. But it is in the past. But I definitely like. I would recommend anyone, just even if you just watch the highlights. The highlights give you the full,
and you'll hear the commentary. Well, the commentary will build it up as well.
Mate, it was so good. It was like I said, like I felt like I didn't know what to say at times. I couldn't believe what was going on in front of me. Like it was. And this
sometimes,
is like
as a neutral and as an understander of the game, you think the possibility is always there. But can they really? So that 10-point deficit, it was 10 or 11 points deficit. You're thinking right now, Kent are on the hinge of it all being over.
Yeah.
If they don't score next, and again, they made the smaller score first, and they still left themselves the harder bit to do, and they did it. And it was the last play, right? I think it was like literally the last play.
Last play of regular time, they scored a touchdown.
It was the response of the O's defense when I saw the DBs in the area, and they kind of just looked at each other like, it was your man. And they kind of look. So I think they overcovered him, thinking, "Oh, right, someone's got to be there." Turn around, and he's just. Even when he caught the ball, he thought to it. I don't even think he. Get into me.
I honestly don't remember. I was celebrating, right? Like, I don't know. I celebrated both teams scoring because I was 100%. Like, I wasn't. I like normally I would say when we commentate, because the home team have given us like the hospitality, and
you feel a bit of a bias.
Always go on the home team side. I tend to back the home team, right? Like that's just a natural thing.
Instinct.
When it's like the playoffs, and also the London O's, man. Like you know, we've done loads of live streams with them. I really like the O's, right?
It's crazy.
Like, and this was the first time we'd ever live streamed down at East Kent, 2.5 hours away from me. I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't a playoff.
No, it's a nice facility again. All the coaching staff are my ex-teammates. All the coaching staff are my ex-teammates and adversaries. And I can see the way they've taken, the way they've played the game and coached the fundamentals, coached the intangibles. So being in a game like that and keeping your heads on, keeping your head, you're still in the game. So clearly that message has got across. You can see the way they edit their after footage as well when they celebrate their wins. Oh my God. That blooming clown and Mecca coming back into the huddle and doing these dancing stuff.
Yeah, that's
I thought
right.
to myself, you know what? Let them freaking eat cake, man.
Yeah,
Let them enjoy it because you've earned it. Do you know what I mean? That feeling of disappointment when you're at home, the game's slipping from your grasp, and you're looking around and thinking, can we? And you just go out there and do it, mate.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Because I was there when O's beat them by them getting timed out of the field goal to win the game.
That's right.
So that game at East Kent, that first game of the season where they could have kicked it and won it, now they kind of had that probably in the back of their mind thinking, oh, we have to scheme this properly. Yeah. And obviously that overtime thing allows them also that moment to think, all right, cool. We've come back into the game. We're back on parity. Let's just execute. Yeah. And again, to watch, it was amazing.
Well, and that's, do you know, and I think that's what we, you know, it was like, there was no predictability about it. Like, I didn't know, like I said at one point, actually, I think I heard it on the highlights. I said, both of these teams are vulnerable. Like, no one's got the upper hand. Like, they're just fragile, both of these teams out there.
Fragile. Jesus Christ.
Like, you know, like, and I don't mean that they're not good. I just meant, like, the position they're in, it doesn't mean anything. They've got to give everything they can
to win
this game. And it still might not be enough. Like, it was, like, I don't think I've ever felt so, like, out of control or not know, like, I couldn't predict what was going on.
Only the duck knew what was going to happen. He was trying to tell us. The duck was trying to tell us what was going to happen.
It's just like, because you were like, oh, this could happen, or this could happen, or this. Like, it didn't really matter what you said because there was no script, and it was so hard to see, you know, two plays, one play in front of what was happening. So it was hard to figure out. Like, the offensive coordinators for both sides in that last half of that game, but certainly the last quarter, man. They were unbelievable what they were calling and what they were doing. They were stretching the offenses, showing different things. Like, there was no time. Like, usually, but that time in a game, right? I'm like, it's sort of wrapping up, and I'm like, oh yeah, look, we're getting this. Look, they've just flipped the field.
They're gonna do, they know they're gonna respond. They're gonna
probably get a ball here. I had no idea. Right? And the only idea I should have had is number 11.
Yeah, it's gonna score. Jesus, but it's got me thinking: how did they not just get him out of the game, put pressure on someone else to do a bit of the scoring?
Well,
but I don't know.
I don't think they didn't respect him. I don't.
No, of course, I think they did.
I think he's a hell of an athlete, right? Like, unbelievable athlete. And actually, if you watch the play where he, I think is when he scored the winner. No, the winner was a kick.
The equalizer.
He scored the 2-pointer.
Yeah.
He trips at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, it makes the timing changes. Yeah.
And so eyes go off of him.
That's it. That's what happened. That's what must have happened. Yeah. Like, he just turns around and the ball's there, isn't it? Yeah. He's just like, what?
And
execute.
I play defense. I would have done exactly the same.
You think he's out of the play?
Yeah, this guy's tripped. No, he's gone. Right, what else is there? Like, you've got to be looking.
It's crazy. And destiny, man.
Honestly, if he hadn't have stumbled the way he did,
he probably wouldn't have made the play.
I don't think he'd have had that much space. I don't think mate, it's crazy.
It messed up the whole time in the play.
Watching the highlights back, and like, I didn't pick that up in real time, right? Like, I'm watching the ball. I'm not watching potentially.
No, I think I saw it. At one point.
Yeah, so I didn't see it in real time. But when I watched it back, I was like, oh my god, that's what. And if I was a defensive coordinator or that was one of my teammates. You'd be like, yeah. You know what? Like, if they hadn't done that, you'd be like, why are you messing with the stumbled guy? Like,
it's true.
Go and hit someone.
True. Like, crazy.
Oh man, it was just so dramatic.
Stumbled guy.
Like, you would, wouldn't you? You're like, I just covered the stumbled guy because in case they throw the ball to him, you're like, nah, he stumbled. The QB looked. Look, and you know, because in a 2-point conversion, you've got less time, right? Like. You know, QB going through his reads, sees, even if that was the primary, I don't know, you know, I don't know the play, right? But even if that was the primary, you scan through, you know, your
reads,
You see one down, you're like, cool, next one. Like, I don't know.
I think the QB must have had it in his mind.
To the QB, and so, like,
I have to go to him.
How did you go to him? How did you not just turn your attention away
go somewhere else?
It was just, mate. It was so awesome. And you know, like I think I said at the time, like, full respect to the O's, like this, you know, that they can leave with their heads held high. Like, it was such a good game. It's crazy. But the best game. It was the best game that we've ever live streamed. without a doubt. Like, and I don't know that we'll ever top it. It was that good.
He was in the slot, and there was 2 against 2 on that side, and he kind of stumbles and then runs across his own guy. So
Yeah.
I think the fact that there was 2 of them like that, them crossing, the 2 DBs kind of just got a little bit hesitant.
Yeah.
QB just threw it, grabbed the ball on it, and that's it.
Just
Jesus
anyway, yeah. So yeah,
Christ.
it's definitely worth hyping. Man. It was so good. Like, I was buzzing off of it
awesome.
for about 2 or 3 days. Honestly, like just couldn't believe it. Like, you know, like I met we had the messaging back and forth with the Mavs account, their Instagram account, because they did the duck thing, the MVP.
Yeah, come on, man.
We messed around with that.
Amazing.
So, but I was saying to them, like, I know, like, this is funny, but just to let you know, man, I'm still buzzing off of the win. It was so good, you know. Like, it just felt surreal.
So you think the Mavs are gonna do the Stallions? the Steed Bowl.
I don't. Yeah, I love the Steve Bowl. It was brilliant.
I had a conversation with someone in the Mavs camp. I won't mention their names, and I said to him, "Look, obviously the Stallions' offense have been potent. They've scored a hell of points, averaging 50 a game.
Yeah,
but let's be real. The conferences are different kind of kettles of fish.
Yeah,
and to expect that kind of performance." They've had a bit of a break as well. Again, depending on how they manage that in terms of keeping their fitness, intensity, chemistry up, whatever. I think it's going to be interesting. Said person at the Mavs thought, you know what? We've seen everything that they've done. We're going to shut it down. I was like, okay, we'll see. But you can't beat a team that are confident in form, chemistry, and healthy.
Everything starts to work. Execution just happens, right?
It does.
You know, you're not at a loss for the right plays. Everything's But then, you know, the other side of that is like so there's a couple of ways that I thought about looking at this, right?
Yeah.
I think the if I was a Stallions, I'd be looking at that O's Kent result and go, well, they just scraped by. We've done nothing but blow teams out,
smash people out,
including in the playoffs against what many thought. Well, no, not many thought they are a very good team in the London. The Stolen Thrashers, right? So, you know, for them to do that to the Thrashers and them to look over and see what's happened between the O's and the Mavericks,
they should be quite confident,
right? However, I actually think that's, is it SFC 1 East, where the O's, the Mavericks, Exiles, like their league is probably the toughest one.
Stronger. That's what I was saying.
It's probably
so
one
those
of the
points don't
Britain.
really naturally translate league to league because it's a different entity.
So they haven't come up against the SFC 1 East yet.
There we go. So
and you know, whoever they played from it, whether that was the O's or Kent, they got a game on their hands. The other side 100%. Of it, right, is like this. There's the unknown as to how will a team like Wembley, who have done nothing but dominate all year,
respond
to
go down
adversity. 1 score, 2 scores. Can they keep it together? You know,
and Mavs have shown they can. They can come from behind. They can go behind and keep their heads. Do you know what I mean? So
there's like I don't know. There's questions with a lack of adversity, right?
100%
throughout the season. I don't know that, you know, none of this is a given, right? Otherwise we would be saying.
And then whoever wins that's then got to go to the game after that against either, who is it then?
We don't know yet. We'll know. Still don't know yet on Sunday. Yeah. So it looks the most likely team will be the Hertfordshire Cheetahs. It looks very likely that that's who they're playing. But yeah. You know, the whole any given Sunday.
That's it. Are you gonna? Have you got the date locked in to stream any of them games? Or
no. So we've got tomorrow is our last stream for the season that's booked in.
Okay.
Now I've tried to book in. So there's a load of teams that we can't do live streams with, like Wembley Stallions is one, for example.
Okay, because of politics or
yeah, just politics. Cool. Like we tried to.
You got the Warriors Bristol game, yeah?
Huh?
You got Warriors Bristol.
Yeah, Bristol Warriors tomorrow. That's our last one.
That's the last regular season prem.
Sorry?
Is that a prem? That's a regular season prem, obviously.
Regular season prem, yeah.
Cool.
Not nowhere near as big as the game between the Titans and the Phoenix. That game is awesome.
For Phoenix and who?
Titans and Phoenix. in Premier North.
Okay.
Now, whoever there's like there's a couple of
Titans
points.
feed. Aye, that's a game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like essentially whoever loses that, there needs to be a points difference that's made up. But
Yeah.
essentially, whoever loses that
That's the
game
travel.
is away in the playoffs. They're both in the playoffs,
Yeah.
but like so
And away is
whoever
Scotland
wins it.
normally, isn't it?
Sorry,
Would it be Scotland that away game then? Would it be?
no, they come down south.
I would have to come down. Yeah, for the for the bowl. Yeah, it's the big.
So the semi-final would be the top team in the north.
In north against the second team.
The second team in the south. So Bristol will go either to Coventry or they'll go to Manchester, and then either Manchester or Coventry
will come down to London
for the Warriors.
Jesus
so that's
Christ!
already in place. They're already 1 and 2 seeds. London and the Warriors and the Aztecs. So technically, the game tomorrow, there's nothing riding on it apart from pride and dominance and like
for the motions of staying hot.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel that that either team are going to let off on the gas on this.
They gotta go at it because it's the reputations, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that game. But I think the Titans Phoenix game's got more on it. Okay. You know, it means something mathematically. Not just winning the conference.
It's the actual travel and stuff as well.
It's actually what happens in the playoffs. So all in one game. So really exciting stuff tomorrow.
So no one's streaming that at all. No one's streaming that at all. That's so you have to turn up to see that one.
Well, no, I think Manchester will stream. They tend to stream all their home games. I looked on their YouTube earlier, and it's not like you can book them in.
Yeah, you can pre-put it in there, but they haven't.
I would be surprised if they don't.
Okay. Excellent. Man. Now, the line's still open, guys. Jump in as you want. You're welcome.
Yeah, so just on the stream thing, I see Russ saying it's a shame we're not doing a Rushmore game. I essentially can't do a Saturday game then followed by a Sunday game.
Yeah,
just because my kids are off for summer holidays at the moment. Me and my wife are stressed as fuck trying to deal with them. So in terms of streams for the rest of the season, I've asked so we won't get any of the Prem semi-finals because London Warriors will be the home team and the away team will be Coventry or Manchester. And Manchester, I think, are one of the teams that boycotted us. And I'm trying to. I sent an email out to everyone trying to open a dialogue. No one's messaging me back, but I'm going to invite everyone to a
meeting. Yeah,
just see what they said. Did you see the email? I sent you the email.
I had a little scan, and it makes sense. You want to just kind of build that bridge again and get a little bit of indication for,
I just feel like a lot of the information, there's misinformation.
Yeah, 100%.
And people making decisions based on misinformation. I don't think when you boil it down to actually what actually did happen, then the boycott looks like an overreaction.
100%.
But fine, it's my fault for putting us in a weak position like that, right? Hold my hands up, and we'll fix it.
Everyone's within their rights to react how they want to.
In the immediate,
the groupthink thing didn't sit well with me because it did kind of bubble. It kind of just exploded before the actual issue itself was kind of addressed.
Yeah, but the catalyst was that they lied. There was a
the age thing,
false narrative about his age.
100%.
That was the catalyst.
100%. And that's
anyway. Yeah. So, but so teams so Coventry already have got an agreement with Tebbs's company
platform.
What they call depth chart
sports.
So likely that they'll do it if it's at Coventry.
So he's got the setup to do it, yeah?
Well, he doesn't have it himself. It's a mate of his that works for Sony that's got the stuff. So hopefully, I imagine that they'll be working together.
They'll be trying to get something.
I'm seeing Tebbs tomorrow actually. But, so hopefully they'll get that, and then the other two game, the other game is in London and Warriors, and I don't think. Well, we've never been able to live stream any of their games at home. They asked us for money to do that, and then recently
they wanted money.
Yeah. Wow. I was like, no, we're doing it for free. But I've got a good relationship with the Warriors. Like I don't dislike them or anything. It's up to them how they want to run their club, right?
And Buffer obviously
they've got a head coach that doesn't like
media stuff.
media that doesn't like film being out there. On
I've never
screen.
seen him do an interview such. I think maybe Sky Sports.
No. Well, he did, but he did a bit more when he was doing the NFL academy stuff,
because
which was
academy
good.
stuff. Yeah,
But in general,
it comes with the territory.
He's got the whole going dark thing, special forces, keep yourself to yourself.
Indeed,
it works, right? Like, you can't argue with it. But not so media friendly. But then also them and the O's are two teams that try to put pressure on the teams that we've been. The team tomorrow that we're live streaming for, and the team Sunday that we live stream for, so the East Kent and Bristol, putting pressure on them to not live stream it, to not let us live stream. Yeah, so like they haven't publicly boycotted us, but I know that they're putting pressure on other teams. And fortunately for us, both of those teams turned around and went, well, they are doing it, So, but I'm expecting more of that. Not so much in the senior season. Obviously, it's coming to the end, but certainly in this Uniball season. And whatever, we'll see, deal with it.
Who else is going to step in and fill in? That's what I'm saying. If everyone's going to lose out.
I think everyone's putting their eggs in the basket of Depth Chart Sports.
Okay.
But they don't realise that Depth Chart and Tebs, they don't have the equipment and the ability to do it all the time.
Yeah.
We've got the stuff. We can do 2 games a week. But so we'll see how it plays out. But the only game that then that leaves us available for is because we can't do the finals.
Baffa's got that, yeah.
Finals. It's the relegation game between Berkshire Renegades and Oxford Saints.
All right.
So that actually suits me because I live
local
10 minutes from when the Renegades play.
No way.
But I understand that the Renegades don't like me for some reason because of. But I don't know why. But more the players. Like I know one of the players. He's got a kid at the same school as my kid. We chat a bit, and he said, they're always moaning about like the predictions and what's being said on the rundown. I'm like, well, it's got nothing to do with the live streams, but whatever. But yeah, so I emailed their GM. He hasn't got back to us, so hopefully he does get back to me. But that was a couple of days ago. I'm not really holding that hope. So I think tomorrow is our last live stream of the regular of the adult contact season.
It's like we all miss out though if these games aren't streamed because we want to see and we want to know what goes on. Highlights are one.
Yeah. I think I see it as like ill-informed people trying to do what they think is the right decision, and so I can't argue with that. I would like the clubs that I've sent that email to share that with their. With their members as they shared that they should boycott us.
Yeah, it was long, substantial. The context was there, so it's like
yeah. Or come and speak to me. Like I'm going to send out a link for a private but recorded Teams meeting, and you can talk to me about whatever, anything you want. And I just want to open up a dialogue because they didn't open up a dialogue with me. Like so. They decided to do these
action before even any sort of investigation or
no one ever spoke
questions.
No one ever spoke to me.
And it was scary, man.
The boycott was already in play because of this gypsy post and the trans women's post. That was the thing that triggered it 2 months before. But this false information about swearing at an underage kid is what then fanned the flames and everyone jumped on board. That's it's not my fault that someone lied about that, but it's my fault that I swore at someone and
gave them their fuel.
You sort of there's a big part of this which is sort of like victim of circumstance, but then I created the circumstance and
it's I would say it's hard because the way I see it, if it happened at the sideline on the day at the game, it's one of them things. Word shared. Both were giving it, whatever. Let's sort it out. Let's squash it. DMs is just one of them things where you can make it look a certain way. Add a caption saying, They're seeing the name of the brand. They're seeing the individual company going after, and it just turns into a.
Yeah, and it's my fault. I should never put our brand in that weak position.
Yeah. So like it opens up too many questions that people will just fill in. They'll fill in for themselves. Do you know what I mean?
But for me,
it's
like in terms of activity, like proactivity from my side, this meeting, that email, which took me hours to write, and this subsequent meeting that I'm going to invite people to, that's the end of it in terms of my proactive
No, of course.
So I've made lots of changes, as you know, about a sport tank.
Yeah.
We donated that money, spoke to you about that. Who do we donate it to and all that sort of stuff. And I generally feel that we've learned from it and moved forward. I'm not gonna. I'm done with like proactive stuff. If someone comes to me with another grievance,
Suggestion, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'll listen to you and we can talk.
That's
like
it.
I'll always open my door to anyone that wants to discuss it. But I'm done with with me being proactive with anyone on it after this meeting.
And the irony of it is, we were launching this platform, this show, for people to come in and obviously make their feelings felt and to speak out, just be open. The openness energy has always been there. Do you know what I mean? And it's frustrating that behind closed doors, that was all prepped and then just launched out there. And it's just
a lot of people who don't know me, never met me.
It was very negative, and I don't know. It's difficult, man.
Yeah, but and I said in that email that the two things that started it off, which was the thing and the trans thing. The trans thing, I completely am defensive against. I don't think there's any wrongdoing on our part there. It's fine to ask questions about things that are topical in sport. That's exactly what we're doing, and it ruffled feathers of a number of people who really look to kick off.
Everybody needs a disclaimer these days, isn't it? Please don't be offended by it.
I think
I don't know. It's hard. It is hard.
The gypsy thing's a little bit got something else to it that I didn't realize. It was more like me being correct.
Classification, incorrect language, words using the wording. Yeah.
However, I've worked for gypsies, with gypsies, played with gypsies. I've got gypsy family,
travelers.
Not gypsies. No. These are gypsies.
Actually, they call themselves gypsies.
Yeah.
There you go.
So travelers is like. So this is what I learned. Using gypsies in a generalist way is incorrect, and you must use travelers as a general term. Knowing. So if you don't know that they're gypsies, they are travelers.
By lifestyle, then is that dictating by lifestyle?
Yeah, I assume so. Yeah. So there's different types of travelers and gypsies, and
intersect.
If you don't know what someone is, you can't say that's a gypsy, but you can say that's a traveler. And that's what I learned. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. So I took the post down, but I was like, I hold my hands up, but that's fucking weak, by the way. Like, it is. There's no gypsy that I know that would be upset, or even the travellers that I know that were spoken to. So anyway, I was like, yeah, cool. But yeah, that trans thing and that gypsy thing are like the things that
the clouds
that kicked it off. I just think it's people looking for trouble, and they it was my fault to then
get caught in there. Yeah,
we gave them something else to fucking fan the flames with. But some of these claims they were making, like that we create content, like we create misinformation about players and clubs. I was like, when, what are you talking about? They were just clutching at straws with some of these statements, and I wanted to call them out on it and say, look, let's open up a dialogue. What are you talking about? Give me examples of all this stuff. Tell me what we can do as an outlet now before you can lift your boycott. There's obviously a process to it.
Yeah, for real.
And crickets.
No, it's true.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, for me, it just feels like a load of virtue signaling.
The energy that those posts came out with were like you were going to get shut down imminently by some media outlet or some adjudicator or whatever that's going to say, look, that's the feeling I got. I'm thinking, wow, like someone's going to really get it here because this is wild. Yeah. But then obviously the context came out. I spoke to you obviously live on here. I did my digging. I asked the questions. And then, it kind of got to a point where I'm thinking, hold on a minute, but are we actually forgetting what actually happened here and what we're talking about that actually started all this off, which should have been the topic of discussion. It should have been a learning point for the player, for the teams, and generally for any young people in the sport.
I still get notifications every day.
Seriously, people are commenting on it.
There's almost 1 million views on that video.
Shut up.
Almost ever.
1 million?
1 million.
Wow. And it's kind of been swept under the carpet behind this boycott. I think let's learn. Yeah. Let's learn. Obviously, we're having to. You're having to learn.
I spoke to the lad, and I feel like he was really open and really friendly and courteous.
Okay. And after all the back and forth in the DMs, this was afterwards.
Yeah, because I said to him, look, you don't have to. It's in the screenshots are in the message. You can see it, but I said, like, you don't have to engage with me at all. But I want to give you the opportunity to have that conversation that was supposed to have, right?
Yeah.
And he was cool. He said, like, I don't accept your apology, and I was like, that's cool. You know,
Yeah.
I just need to. My job is to serve it up. You know, like
Mm.
do what you want with it. You know,
Look,
like,
sometimes you can't meet in the middle of things
yeah,
with
and
certain
like
people
I
because
don't hold any ill
the damage has already
feelings
been
towards him
done.
or anything.
But
Yeah,
at the same time, meeting in the middle these days sometimes just isn't possible because some people put up this barrier of you can't do this, you can't do that. But hold on a minute, we're talking about open freedom of speech within reason, media platform, public information, all of those things coming to the forefront where certain conversations can be had. Do you know, information is there and we're talking about in a constructive, proactive way. So obviously you felt, hold on a minute, he's coming at me for doing my job, like, and then obviously the expletive came out, which then made you seem like you weren't considerate of his feelings for being
exactly. Yeah,
exposed by the conventions for what he did. And again, if again you weren't directly addressing it, I think people would have come to Sport Times. Oh, do we know who did it? Questions would have been asked, or someone would have commented on the post if you kept it anonymous, and his name would have been put out there.
I
And it's
feel
like,
like those that are staying, like there are teams that are staying quiet about it, and there are
what
Justin
happened
saying
to the
there's so
chat
many
box,
people
by
within
the
the
way?
community who want to say something but don't want to drop in the show. Well, cool. Like, what
I
do you want
can't
me to
see
do
the
about
chat
it?
no more.
All I can do is say to people, "Here I am. Come and speak to me."
Yeah,
I know that there are those with dishonorable intentions. There are those that
100%.
hate Sport Tank
Mm-hmm.
because I'm involved in it and I used to run gridiron memes and I probably ripped them to fucking pieces in the comments over the years, right?
I mean,
I was known for it, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Like creating memes about people, but then
yeah.
when someone tries to have a go at me, calling them like saying "fuck off, Four Eyes" or whatever,
But
like
gridiron memes was
just
everyone's
being a
locker room. It was
motherfucker,
kind of
right?
everyone's locker room, wasn't it? That's basically what it was. It was an inter-team banter place
That was
where
the
everyone
idea,
who was
yeah. But then it
comfortable
grew.
taking a
It got
yeah,
so big, and I
it
really
grew
didn't
faster
change
than
the
it
way
could
that I
cope with.
managed
I
it.
think it
But
grew
yeah,
fast.
so I'm what I'm so there are those people out there that no matter what I say will find some
Yeah.
sort of
Never
way
gonna
to
like it.
twist it.
Yeah, of course.
Or if you want to do that, come and twist it to me. Come and talk
Yeah.
to me about it. It doesn't have to be on a live stream, you know, if you're scared.
Nah.
Like, but I want to field this stuff. I want to deal with
Yeah.
it. And the fact that there are so many people out there that are so vocal behind closed doors that won't ever say anything to me, but will do their best to campaign against Sport Tank, just shows that they I don't believe that they've got the sport's best interest at heart, and I believe I do.
It has to be somewhat open, man, because if we're gonna learn from each other's mistakes, if we're gonna learn from again why he felt he was comfortable enough to do that, just as this is an example, like what was said in the changing room, what did how did the coaches respond, how was it shut down, how did they address Baffer, who then came back with the ban, like you got to think, hold on a minute, when I go to coach my youth team in the future and they start bubbling this stuff in the changing room, what am I doing? What am I going to say to them? Like, what if it happens again and the refs kind of come to me at the end of the game and say this is happening? I want to know I want to know the
Well, the thing
consequences.
is, right?
Do you know what I mean?
And I would say that will never ever happen again.
It won't.
Right?
Looking at this storm,
Because of the
yeah,
reaction, right? Like
because of this storm, it's never
I
going to happen
would,
again. He
yeah.
saved a
I
lot of
think,
people, to be
and
fair.
to that end, I say we've served the purpose here. Like there is actually
100%.
there is some net positives.
He's taken the bullet
I
for a
think
lot of
overall
people.
net positives from it. There are some positives from this thing.
Mm.
But yeah, like I would say they're positives from us, right? Like we've adjusted what we're going to do, and I'm going to I've committed to not swearing at people anymore.
Yeah. You've
accusing people
absorbed the
of accusing us.
scandal, innit?
You know,
You've absorbed it.
so there's we want to act more professional. And we never had to act professional before. I don't feel, and I didn't, you know, like I said in a message, I didn't even realize so many people cared about what Sport Tank does and how we position ourselves, but they do, and that's cool.
It's
The irony is now
part,
some of those people will be like, I don't, even though we are saying we'll change, they're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's time will heal a lot of it. So they need, I think for some people, they're like, cool, well done. We just need to see you apply that for a period of time.
Yeah.
And yeah, cool, no problem. But for some people, they will use it forever, pick it up.
It's warpath material, isn't it? That's what it is. Because
Yeah,
I had a
just
guy,
whatever. Like
one of the guys that came on last week, his son coaches at the collegiate level in the States, and he was national champs 2 times in a row at Div 2 level or something like that. And I wanted to ask him how he would feel if his son did something like that and how it would have been dealt with. And maybe if he knew anything about this culture of it or whatever. Unfortunately, his son weren't on, so I kind of kept it about him and the strength and conditioning coach that was on there as well. And he said he works with like high level track athletes and whatever. So yeah, it's
tell me, right? Let's say you were 19 years old playing, and you saw someone, either your teammate hitting someone else or your teammate being hit by a belt. How would you react?
So I was a captain all the way through. So if again, me as a captain, seeing that, if I saw that in the line, I'm walking up the line and I'm seeing that, I would have to kind of step in, because when that guy again, one of the guys kind of took a wide berth, another one went to maybe fight him, and I'm thinking, again, verbally, I would have been like, what are you doing? I would shout in the moment. I would shout, and then obviously, if he was too far ahead for me to grab him and deal with him, it would be like what again? Especially if it had been mentioned or addressed before, like you have to shut it down. You have to shut it down because he's representing your organization. He's in the kit, being filmed, doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, your boys or not your boys, you're doing something that is extremely disrespectful in the final act of the game where you show respect. So it's like, that is just wild. It's wild. So I don't know.
Frankly, if I see it and it wasn't my teammate hitting someone, I'd chin him. Like
it would have turned into a brawl. It would have turned into, I don't know how it didn't turn into a fight.
For me, that's on site. Like you.
No, of course. I don't know how it didn't turn into a fight, to be honest.
Now, but then if it's someone on my team doing it, fuck. Like
you're like, yo,
I think I'll stop them. I think I'll stop them and like try, or prevent it from even happening in the first place.
I think all of the coaches that I've played for and put my body on the line for to that extent, I don't think any of them would have stood for it. Just thinking back, just all the coaches.
What if you were coaching
the OC? Oh, mate, you can't. And you say he was involved with the academy, this guy as well.
NFL Academy, yeah. He's got a bright future ahead of him. He's a good player.
No, of course. And again, he's dodged the bullet here majorly because it's been scandalized and everyone's just opted to kind of take their action, and it's gone. I say it's gone quiet, but if you're saying that video's got 1 million views,
almost, yeah, it's crazy. Honestly,
it is crazy.
It sort of got like I see like a line graph of views, and it's just constantly gone up, and then it spikes. Like, well, not even a spike.
Is it hashtag or is it just a simple caption?
No, we didn't. No caption, nothing.
No caption, nothing.
No, I didn't do captions. We like.
Well, that's the hype of the season, then, I guess.
It's all just it's just picking up so many, especially in America. It's getting low.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where most
you can see the analytics.
Yeah.
So, again, it's their sport, and again, it's one of those things. I wouldn't like to see my sport. It's like diving in football. Like everyone knows, people do it. People take the mick. It's disrespectful, but gamesmanship and how you react to scoring, celebrating, mocking your opponent, like. It's part of the game, but there's lines you draw. I have respect for your opponent. So again, people seeing that will be like, "What? Where did this happen? What, England? What football they play over there?" Like it does. And again,
there has been comments like that.
Yeah, when it gets shared,
like saying that we don't know how to play the sport properly.
Yeah, of course.
Like that's what the hell's going on over there? That sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So it does actually make Britball look bad.
There we go.
Like on an international level, it's actually painted us in a bad light.
Well, it's painted a light. Some say all press is good press, isn't it? But I don't know, man. Hopefully, again, he's all right. Hopefully, again, the season will end on a positive note.
Well, he got a I think he got a 3-month ban during a period where they only had one more game left.
Fair enough. It is what it is, isn't it?
Handled awfully, but whatever. Like, I'm pleased that they did step in and they did.
No, of course.
And it was what he got done for was bringing the game into disrepute.
100%.
But then, in a way, that does implicate us and our involvement in it, which I don't like. So, like saying, so if that hadn't gone on social media, would you be bringing the game into disrepute as much? And so I think it's been left open like that on purpose, and I don't like that.
What if it wasn't filmed? You mean if it wouldn't have gone?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Because we
Because it might have been
published it.
swept
This
and dealt with a
fucking,
bit behind closed
hundreds of
doors
thousands of
otherwise.
people have watched it.
Yeah, it
It's
would
got
have been
something like
dealt with and kind
24.
of.
So the clip is like, I don't know, 8
8
seconds, something like
Was it
that.
only 8 seconds?
Yeah, it's got
Ah.
24 days of viewership on it.
See, again, if it wasn't filmed, it would have been hearsay. It would have been a myth. Did it really happen? Oh, I know it happened. Someone told me. I know so and so, so and so.
Yeah,
Actually, seeing it firsthand
yeah.
really makes it that much of a scandal. And I'm guessing a lot of things probably happened at
But it
games.
also takes the
Certain things were
context
said.
out of it.
Yes,
It doesn't
yes.
matter what the relationships were before. It
No.
doesn't matter what happened beforehand or whatever.
It's an organized
You're
sport.
just seeing that
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah.
and that's unacceptable,
Mm.
regardless of what's happened before,
Well,
or how well you know people or whatever else.
nah, it's true. It's true. Well, on to the next for them, on to the next for him.
Oh, Gary's
And
asking, did we
hopefully,
publish it or did we republish it? So we republished it.
mm,
It was sent to us. It was originally published on TikTok, I think.
serious. Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's mad. The speed of things is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, we get sent stuff. I mean, we do get sent stuff all the time,
Mm.
but we don't get sent many video clips.
Okay.
And it's video clips that make a massive or images. Images can even be,
Doctored.
they may not tell a full story, right?
Sorry,
Like someone swinging a punch at someone. You don't know how close that punch is. You don't know what happened before that. So you don't know if it connected. All that sort of stuff. Video,
yeah,
you fucking see it, right?
you can
Is
answer your own
people
questions.
messaging us saying, "Oh, I've been mistreated by this coach or that coach or this.
Mm.
Did you know about this happening?" And I'm sympathetic to these, especially the younger athletes, but I try and like help them.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we're not going to stick our neck out if people want to stay anonymous, and nameless. Like it's just the worst thing you can be is an anonymous platform that posts and allows people to post information. Like thinking like I would never let my kids go on Snapchat because people can just create fake accounts and they
Crazy.
bully each other.
It's
it has to be like a level of accountability. But yeah, we get sent stuff all the time, quite a lot, like grievances that people have, and we're like, there's nothing I can do with it. Let me give you some advice.
There's channels for that though. Welfare people at teams, and you got to just go through that if it's really action worthy. So yeah. Now again, as a captain of my team for how many years, you do get the odd person that will have a genuine feeling like a coach is not playing them, leaving them out, or has something against them. But I just, you know what? I think the reality of a 50-man sport is that, 50-man plus sport, you're always going to get those players that don't feel like they're appreciated for their talent or the time they put in because of da-da-da-da-da. But at the same time, it's the job of your coaches, your staff, to make that environment of such a vast number of players inclusive, safe, and fun. And to be honest, a lot of teams will have players happy to be part of the squad on the bench, knowing their role, because this is it's mapped out to them clearly. And it's the coach's job then to make sure they have the communications with their players. Again, you lot were lauding a certain player on the Olympians again that came to me earlier in the season, was really grabbed by getting taken off and it rotated because he was one of the better stroke best players. And you lot called him out multiple times. And I said to him, bro, don't take it personal. It's the coach's job to see how deep his depth chart goes. Who you can call him later in the season. If you go down and get injured, he needs to know what's coming in behind and how he's going to play it.
Yeah.
Regardless if you come out and then we get scored on, the coaches have to learn, they have to process. And then when they get an opportunity to do that, they will do it. And if it's tight and it makes the game a little bit, then they need to then learn from that. So don't take it personal if you get dragged.
Yeah,
if you're playing well.
There's a concept. A guy called Steve Covey, I think he wrote like the 7 Habits of Success or something like that. One of them, the first one is carry your weather, and the concept of that is even when it's raining, you can look for the sunshine. Like
there you go.
So regardless of the stimulus around you, you control how you react to it, right? And my view when players are getting upset about the coach took me off because of and then they'll find some other reason. Usually he doesn't know what he's doing, Isn't seeing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And rather than apportion later, I believe the player should be looking at themselves.
They're
Like, what are
themselves.
you doing to
There
make yourself indispensable to this coach? Are you turning up for training on time? You
we
know,
go.
are you paying your subs? Are you keeping healthy? Are you actually performing when you're on? Like, you want to be a player that the coach is like, I don't want to take him out. And figure out how to do that. What you know, and that's how you approach the coach. Like, what can I do to get better in your eyes? What are you seeing that made you want to take me out? And the coach may say, "Oh, mate, you're doing great. I just needed to rotate these guys in, or
And that's exactly
we
what
got
it
a big
was.
game next game. It makes sense to get you in this. This game's we're in running clock now. It's fine. And all of a sudden, your mindset shifts on the whole thing, and you're not tearing yourself up inside. But it's because you went to him with that open question rather than saying, why have you taken me out? Like, and like, oh, I'm the best player here. Just like, okay, how can I get more game time? And it's a completely and so I always will say to these, especially younger players, and especially more. I mean, younger players in
the
more
lesser experience. It might not even be age.
Yeah, like I feel that younger players these days is that instant gratification thing they're looking for.
200%.
So, I pay you this.
Yes.
And I'm not getting enough out of it. My friends, my mum and dad are here, and I'm just stood watching. I'm not on the field enough.
That's it.
And it's all about them, and not about the team or what the coach wants. And really, in any team, you should be looking at it as you're a servant to that coach. That's how
exactly.
Like I remember being told, because I used to like answer back coaches. I used to get in the States, right? When I played out there, they were like militant, right?
Yeah.
I used to just always be running my mouth seasons, and they used to punish the whole team. So it'd be like, everyone went around the school, and everyone's like trying to hit me and stuff and tackle me while we run. I was like, fuck off, you sort of like you. One of the coaches said to me, "There's two words that you need to know, that you need to understand, and how you respond, and those are yes, coach."
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, and then after that, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, it doesn't matter what you saw on TV, or your friend talked to you about, or what you're able to do on Madden or NCAA, or
I've asked you to do this.
Tecmo Bowl. Like, it doesn't. That's how far back we were. But it's what your coach wants you to do on that field.
Exactly.
And he wants that player to do that thing. And if you're not that player, someone else will be it.
Amen. And I said to him, because he was on the verge of literally throwing his helmet around, having a little hissy fit, because I see him stomping. I goes, what's going on? Oh, they just scored. I should have been in there. I was like, bro, like, don't do that. And be available, be ready, because he's going to call your name again later on in this game, and he's going to want to see you doing your thing.
Yep.
So don't overanalyze, because he hasn't got time to say, you're coming off because I want to put him in. You need to understand that that's part of what a coach does when he's coaching. So just don't take it personal.
Yeah.
There's personnel here. Don't take it personal. And again, I came back to the team because there was a guy trying to assume that middleman role to kind of be a senior one, that because rubbing people's backs up. I'm not going to name no names of those. Everyone knows who that guy was.
Who is it?
But he was always kind of had the right intention, but he didn't have the tools to be that guy.
Yeah.
What he did do though was recruit quite a lot of bodies. Yeah.
Right.
Quite a lot of athletic bodies from the gym, whatever. But the social skills were not there. I went back to the team. I was like, you know what? I'm not an official coach, but when I'm down, I'm going to bring some ice, bring some drinks, bring some beers, bring some energy drinks, and I'm just going to build a rapport, get chatting to people, and be available for when those moments, the spark there. You see a player, great potential, but his head's down. Spoke to another guy, kitted up to the nines. Same thing. It was the energy of like, my family's come down, and I spent the whole game standing by the side. I drove 2 guys to hospital from games because they've done bones. And it's just being able to kind of be there to kind of pick up with that experience noise to allow them to understand, hold on a minute, you're seeing this from a personal perspective. I can tell you why that coach is taking you out.
Yep.
I can tell you why you haven't played today. Did you go practice? Oh yeah, but I've been working and I told coach. So I said, look, that's probably one thing. So what's happened? Like when you spoke to coach about things, what did he say to you? Did you tweak it at the game? Have you been reading your playbook? Like all these little factors that again, young and inexperienced players won't take into consideration just because they feel that they're the fastest, they feel that they're the strongest, they're making the best catches in the practice they came to 3 weeks ago. And it's just like, just understand the dynamic of what is a massive, massive game
Yeah.
And again, a lot of cogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it reminds me of so I was always told, like, just don't worry about when you're off the field, take your chances on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get one play,
That's it.
well,
Do it. Yeah.
what are you going to do on that play, right? Like,
That's it.
and I remember when I first joined the Knights back in 2006. Like, the Knights were flying high. The PA Knights at the time, they were playing in Europe. We were playing in Europe.
Jesus.
The European games were mental because they only could take 45 people, and you had a squad of like 70, and then like those 2 or 3 training sessions.
Cut. Yeah.
Like everyone was like that. No one was your mate anymore. Right? It was really competitive. It was good, but yeah, and like so I remember I went through. I almost left the Knights after my second season because I'd gone through 2 full seasons with them. And I had executed extremely well on the pitch, right? I'd made every single European squad, every 45. And I'd made, if you looked at like the plays I made compared to the number of plays I was on the field, it was enormous.
Ridiculous.
Like, I'd won special teams MVP.
Crazy.
We used to run down the field and deck people.
Have to.
Also, we used to give out 2 types of stickers on helmets. One was hit stickers for big, like just big hits. The other one were play stickers for like good play. So, running back had like, I don't know, every 50 yards that they gained, quarterback had completion rate ones, whatever. But but there was also like, that was a good play,
standout plays.
So at the end of both of those seasons, I had more hit stickers and more play stickers than anyone else that started on the defense. Crazy, and I didn't start, right? And it really fucked me off. It really fucked, because I was like,
"What am I not?
What do I need to do? Because I'm faster than people. I'm fucking known for hitting people.
More
like,
effective.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong." And then I remember I went to we had like the awards night, and I won special teams MVP again, and I won. I think it was like players play or something, some other award. And I went back to the table, like there was like a big like cheer, and like it was like really, like felt the love in the room, right? I went back, sat down on the table with my girlfriend at the time. Had these like trophies in front of me. She leaned over, she went, "You can't leave now."
That's it.
And I stayed, and I did start, and end up, but you've got to be patient as well. You can't, like, even me as a player that played for years in the States, and I was really fit and healthy at the time, coming back from rugby.
You're a coachable
You can't just walk into a team. You can't just walk into a team, especially at a higher level. But you've got to expect that there's going to be people in front of you that know the scheme, that have got favour with the coaches, and you're in a pecking order below them, and that's how it works.
I was bad because I never allow myself to slip down the depth chart, so I was always a starter.
Yeah.
But as my body evolved, I moved to the more
different type of starter.
Position. Yeah, so I started middle linebacker, mate. A-star linebacker, defensive player of the year. Started to get bigger, maybe less time at training. I don't know where it was. Then I went down to defensive end. So obviously I was elite, speedy, had my techniques and whatever else. And again, so I was the fastest, one of the fastest. As I got bigger and bigger, I was the nimble nose tackle. And I went O-line. I went tackle. Then I went guard. Then I went nose. Center. The whole time I was a kicker. So I was happy and I was humble enough. If the coach said, "I'm going to try out that position. Why don't you try it?" That was their way of saying, you need to get on. You got reps. You can take information and you're coachable. Try this out. So if we need to move you on to, then I found myself playing more of a different position. I didn't take it personal when a new middle linebacker came in that was faster, fitter, and just as agile as me. I just kept it moving. And I towed the line. And it's just like, that's the joy of the sport. If you're happy to be a servant to a good coaching system, a good scheme, a diverse scheme, learn a lot of positions, you're never going to lose, man. You're never going to lose. And as you say, the trophy recognition, I think the last season, when I felt I was the most unhealthy, unfit, ended up on O-line. I mean, I got players player of the season. I still got a picture in my kitchen. Now I have it up there. This is a reminder that I was a lump, but I could do it. I got it done. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of them ones. That's the joy of the sport, man. Literally, just stay at it, just work at it, and get something from it.
That's the bit that's missing in a lot of the minds. I just, I want to play 2 seasons. I want to play 3 seasons. I want, and in that I want not just maybe personal trophies from the team, but
Mm,
and some sort of accolade like a
teams. Yeah.
championship. And I mean, I think they dish out rings a bit too easy now. Like, mate,
Yeah. For
I've
real.
seen rings for like conference winning a conference.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that.
We had a whole unbeaten season. I would have liked to ring for that. That would have been nice. But
Yeah,
such is
I had
life.
a unbeaten season.
That was special, man. And
Mm,
again, to be fair, the best sessions in that unbeaten season were the strength and conditioning sessions where people were throwing up because we were ready to go to war.
mm,
Practices, war. Strength and conditioning coach. Well, luckily, she was a small, black, lovely lady that transformed into this animal when it got to running the steps, doing
yeah,
all that. And it was just like, we were hated her, but we loved her because she
yeah, yeah,
turned us
yeah,
into a group of beasts that bonded in our hatred for what she did to us, but knew what we were doing it for. And we
yeah,
got it done. And the people that didn't turn up, they got left behind. We just carried on. We got on with it. Laughed at that guy over there that kept throwing up every session because we knew he was going to do it. We had a Canadian women's player that came and ran with us. That was kind of like, oh, the girl can do it, we can do it. She wrecked the floor with most of us, but at the end of the day, she was an athletic female. Again, she's lighter, so it was nice to kind of have that yardstick because the receivers, the athletes were running up front with her like, I can't drop back now, I can't drop back, and it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
hilarious, man. She's part of the team. We went partying in central London. End of the night, literally about 20 of us in the middle of the dance floor did a team break in the middle of a central London club. Mate,
Oh,
you can't
mate,
beat that energy,
that's
man. And
so
that's
funny.
because everyone just working, towing the line, and yeah,
Yeah,
even the backups felt part of the process.
yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I
That
mean?
that's how you get a successful team.
Mm.
When
And that's
you've
how you
got
build a solid team.
the
Mm.
people with depth that feel that they're part of it and
Mm.
contributing because they are, but
Mm.
they often don't feel like that. But do you
No,
know what?
no,
You talking
definitely.
about nightclubs? I remember once with the night.
There we go.
We went out on a night out. We all wore pink. We had like pink.
No.
Yeah, mate. I don't. I think. Oh, that was it. I was the captain,
Yeah.
and I said, I was a club captain. I said, right, we're
Mm.
going out, and the theme is Hindu. So we all dressed
Okay.
like women on a
Can do.
Hindu, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mental, right? And we ended up in this nightclub in Guildford, right?
No
Guildford's like
way.
the biggest
Yeah,
next
yeah,
place
yeah.
in
Sorry.
London with like
Well,
a nightlife.
yeah.
And we was in this club, and we ended up like we were smashed. And someone come up with the idea, was like, let's run a play.
No. The nightclub. Oh my
Everyone
god.
lined up
Oh, good.
in the middle of this dance floor, and people like looking at us,
No
like
way.
linemen down,
Yeah.
QB running back, receivers out,
You
and then a
can't
couple of
beat it,
guys on
man.
defense.
Yeah, that's quality, man. You can't beat it. You
Mate,
can't beat it.
it was so like disruptive. All the doormen come in and we're like, no,
No
we're
way.
back.
The
Yeah,
doorman,
I
that's
ran this
crazy.
play, a big like pile up, and then
Oh,
fucking
mate, that's
mate, it was
funny.
like hilarious. It was the best thing ever.
Yeah. See,
But like,
we went
yeah,
to
that
Cornwall
bonding
for a
stuff
game.
so
Yeah,
special, man. Like, I'm talking
yeah,
about that X number of years later, and and I remember it like it was yesterday. It was so
yeah.
funny.
We
So
went to play the Cornish Sharks,
yeah,
and
that was always a good overnight if you ever
early,
could.
yeah, yeah, we stayed in. I think the Premier in there. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they
that's
actually
right.
took
Yeah,
a
we stayed there down in
they took a
Newquay.
picture of us, and I think they put it up on the wall there. Like it was like one of the first. I think one of our first seasons, the year
Right.
after our development. I think it might be one of their first early games as well. So yeah, they
Yeah,
took a picture of us at the hotel. Man, it was good vibes, man. We had like a camp vibe there as well. It was good, man.
yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Going down to Cornwall was good.
Yeah, it was
It was
about
hard if you lost the game. We lost by 1
100.
point down in Cornwall,
I
25,
think we
26.
won by one. Yes, we won by one because I was on defense for the final play, and it was like that play in the Kent game. So I was on that same side the play went, and I jumped and I tipped it, and I was like, shh. It's like this split second, I'm turning around, seeing this ball fly, and I just saw it hit the ground, and I was like, yes. Like, it's literally fine margins. Because all I was thinking about in that last play was the coach ride home.
Yeah,
If we lose this game, because they went for it, they went for the 2 to beat us rather than kicking the
right.
1 to draw it. They went to
Yeah,
kill us, and it was just like I think they went quick as well, like no huddle. So I was all like,
yeah, yeah.
and it was just like everyone got set, and then went, snap, boom, boom, boom. Went in the thing, no, just step back, jump, bam, tipped off. And it's
Oh
like you
man.
remember these moments for the rest of your life. Because after that, obviously, we went mad, we celebrated, whatever. Took a picture there. It was like, yeah, it was all a big buzz. Boy, man. Memories,
Yeah,
man.
good fun, man.
Memories, man. But
Um,
yeah, I think the play clock's run out. That's a whole hour gone. You lot,
yeah, I got
next
no.
time. Wait, you have to be next time now. But nah, it's always good, man.
Well,
Always good to
next
have a
week
little chat.
I've got hopefully got a guest lined up for you next week.
No worries. Mm.
I can't give too much away yet.
No worries. Yeah, keep it on your hat, man. But yeah, we'll talk about it offline.
But yeah, a good guest lined up next week.
Cool. Let me know it is, and I'll get some nice juicy questions to
pick his brains about loads of stuff that he's doing in the sport, which will be good.
Excellent. Good
cool.
stuff.
Well, man. Yeah, guys, tune in tomorrow. To
good live stream.
Which I think this Blitz, sorry, not Blitz, this Warriors Aztecs game, I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
Hopefully we end the end of, because our last game was unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think you're on the topic, you know.
The game before that was also really good. It was we did the Monarchs, Cornwall Monarchs versus Oxford Saints. Very good game as well. Okay. Very good game.
What was the score? Was it 2 point? 2 point? Or was it
think it
close?
Was. Yeah. No, I don't know if it was 2.
1.
Can't remember what it was. It was
I think come down to the last few plays.
Yeah, so it looked like the Monarchs were sort of down and out, and they sort of made a bit of a comeback, but it was like it ended up being too little, too late. Like if the game had carried on, like they'd got the measure of the Saints.
Yeah, they needed the extra 2 minutes. Points,
you know, it was really strange. So it's 33-28 that ended.
Oh wow! Yeah,
so it was a really close one.
Oh man,
that was good. So yeah, hopefully we'll this Aztecs Warriors game will be a hat trick of like awesome games.
Yeah, that's it, man.
But yeah, if we get any more live streams, then great. But I think we're done for the season. And yeah, well, the only other game we could live stream is the Hertfordshire. Well, sorry, if Hertfordshire Cheetahs or Cambridgeshire Cats play whoever
it wins out of Mamson Stallions.
Yeah, because that we could travel for either of those. The problem is the week before that, I'm away in Atlanta for work, and so I'll fly back on that Saturday.
Literally jump straight to
and then saying to my missus, "Oh yeah, sorry, I'll just give you a week with a kid." And the kids are a nightmare, right?
Oh no, mate, don't tell me about
it. Just one more day. Like I haven't even spoke to her about it yet. So I'll see. I know that either the Cats or the Cheetahs will give us the game. Like that's not the concern. It's like personal for me, like because I don't have anyone else that can run the kit at the moment. So it's just
I was going to say, it's the crash course, mate. Get someone in there as your deputy.
Yeah, well, it's finding someone who wants to do it, who's got the time.
No, it's a lot. The traveling, obviously, the technical, it's a lot.
It's a big commitment. It's a big commitment.
No, definitely.
So, yeah. Anyway, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll have someone. We're looking to set up a team in the Midlands soon. Because we've got an advert there people contacting us about joining. There's there's a couple of guys there's one guy already in the Midlands for small tank, but there's another guy that's interested in that. If I can get them together doing stuff, then we might be able to have enough. The Midlands is like the next area that my preference for a team because for a crew. There's so many teams
in that area.
The second most saturated area in football.
Would you use the same set of kit? Would you use the same set of kit or get another?
Yeah, same stuff. Slightly different, but same. It's the same concept. The only difference is the internet connection.
Yes.
Because we've only got one satellite dish. So.
Okay. Wow. Mr. High Tech. Have a word with Tony Stark, man. Get your second one in there. I mean.
Yeah. So I'm working on that now, but it won't happen in time for this Hertfordshire game. I just can't see that one happening. I'll speak to my missus and see what she says, but I can understand her saying.
Get it signed off by the boss.
Yeah, I can see that just being a bit of a step too
mate,
far.
It's better. I've been trying to get these Fridays signed off, mate. It's been a mission, but I'm just about squeezing them in.
Yeah. It's tough, man. My mum was tough today. I had a day off with my boys today. Mate, by like mid-afternoon, I was done with them. I was like, I'm
at my parents' conservatory, man. I was in Camden in the studio filming some voiceover stuff today. Yeah, mate, I've been non-stop coaching football as well. Come straight after this. But yeah, we do it for the love, man. We do it for the love, not the chaos.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, my bro. It's been emotional.
See you later, Vic. Take it easy.